Hello and welcome to Harvey P Watches. As always, thank you to those who have liked and subscribed to my videos. I really appreciate it. Please keep liking the videos if you would like some more watches. For this edition, we have a watch that I have had my eye on for a while now, as there seems to be a number of watches I like styled on wheels from sports cars. This is a RS Chrono Bayer 795M watch. This particular watch is a 2021 model on a non-gyro version, something I will explain later in this episode. At the moment, there appears to be a booming market for watches like this from numerous manufacturers. Whilst the basement level versions have much cheaper components made from plastic, those at the opposite end of the scale are built with all stainless steel components. Having seen a plastic one, I really wasn't impressed, and so I saved up for a stainless steel one. This particular model was introduced in February 2021 with a retail price of around £102. It is from a series of watches that RS Chrono manufacture based on wheels from different vehicles. In addition to the Bayer 795M, there is the Nismo, the Patronus, the Shelby, the Speedtail and the Vorsprung. RS Chrono tailor build each watch to your requirements with various colour options and straps. Therefore, given the huge variations possible for this watch, we will just concentrate on the Bayer 795M, because at the moment this is the only one I have. So let's take a closer look at the watch. The watch is quite large, measuring around 43mm in diameter and fairly deep at around 12mm thick. Despite its size though, it is a fairly light watch. The case is made from black titanium carbide coated stainless steel with a matching bracelet made of the same materials. The bracelet has a quick release butterfly mechanism that reminds me of the one on my mum's Amiga Constellation watch. The case has a single crown on the right hand side for adjusting the time. At the front is a large expanse of sapphire crystal glass, which thanks to its scratch resistant properties is something you really need with a crystal this big. I am glad as well, as during the week I was wearing this watch and accidentally scraped it against the wall. I panicked thinking the glass would have a huge scratch in it, or worse, would be broken. I checked the watch and wiped it clean and was so relieved to see that there wasn't any scratch marks on it. I love sapphire crystal glass. Below the crystal is a Bayer 795M spoked wheel dial that features a drilled brake disc and a bold brake caliper finished in racing red. Both of these parts being made from embossed metal. Above the wheel sits a slender hour, minute and second hand that are also finished in racing red. Now I have to admit, every analogue watch I own has clear hour markers around the face. So when I first brought this watch, my dad looked at it, saw there was no hour markers on it and asked me, "Are you going to be able to read the time on this?" I did then look and think, good point, but then my dad pointed out that if I just remember where 3, 6, 9 and 12 are, it will be much easier to work out the time. When I first wore it, my dad kept randomly asking me, "What's the time, son?" and I would look at the watch working it out. It did take me a few minutes though. The more he asked, the easier it became, and now not having hour markers is not a problem.
What's the time, son?
It's 2:20, Dad. Now I mentioned at the start that this watch is a non-gyro version. I say that as in 2022, RS Chrono offered these watches as non-gyro or gyro. The option of the gyro version means that the spoked wheel part of this watch is installed upon a gyroscope. The watch itself still works in the same way that a traditional watch does. However, when you move the wrist, the wheel inside spins freely, which is said to mimic the effect of a moving car. Surprisingly, the gyro versions are the same price as the non-gyro. At the back of our watch, with this being an early 2021 version, we have a plain polished back, although from 2022 the backs are now engraved with RS Chrono and details it as water resistant up to 30 metres. Removing the back of the watch, and I would not recommend this unless you have a watch case press to get the back off, reveals a Seiko Epson Y121 quartz movement and a different view of the drill brake disc. As you may expect with the watch this side, the movement just occupies the centre of the case, being held in place with a plastic spacer. So there you have it, the 2021 version of the RS Chrono 795M watch. Recently at my school, I was asked to help out with a summer club being run during the summer holidays. I wore this watch. In the space of 1 week, I could not believe just how many people asked me about the watch and said that they really like it. I'm used to people asking me about my watches, and indeed asking, "What watch are you wearing today, Harvey?" But none of my watches have captured this much attention. As soon as I saw this watch, I loved the look of it, and I'm so glad I bought a full stainless steel version with a sapphire crystal glass, rather than a cheaper plastic versions available on the internet. In real life, this watch looks amazing, and I think that's why it had so many comments. I think the huge size of it also makes it stand out, especially on my wrist. In most episodes, I say at the end, I like this watch and I really do, but this one is a watch that I love. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy these videos and would like some more watches, please hit the like key and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye!